So I have a feeling I have a dodgy relay. I know I've got a video of me testing the low and high voltage resistors on this and replacing the resistors. So if you want to get bored and replace the resistors, you can see where the that's the first port of call. Test whether your fans are actually working by shorting out these. But you'll just watch the video if you can be bothered. Little plug. But my car's been sort of getting to the upper level of see where the temp is now. It's been getting to the upper level of those two white lines that's in between and in traffic, not highway driving. And I fixed the resistor, so I'm thinking maybe one of the relays is buggered. So I took a video on relays, and it's quite good actually. If I can find the link, I'll put it in there. But these are the two relays, cooling, oil cooling, and air conditioner. And I think my oil cooling one is faulty. They might both be faulty because I've still got to get my air conditioning fixed. So I'm just going to test these out. So I'm just going to pull them out because I don't need them both in there. Now I'm going to assume that that's the faulty one. So I'm going to test if this one, which is in my air conditioning, actually runs the fans or not. So if I just put it in there. Actually, I won't put it in there yet. I'll take it out. I'll put my air conditioning on. I'll just push the high button first. That's blowing like a banger. I presume it's going to work without the engine on. I'm not hearing that relay click, but I'm not sure whether the car needs to be on, so I'm just going to start the car. Neutral, yep. Beast is alive. So if I push this sucker in there with the aircon on. Okay, so with the car off and the relay in, there is nothing coming out of there. The car started and the aircon on. Still nothing coming out of there. Or was there? Oh, there is air coming out of there. I don't know if the car's got to be on or off. Anyway, let's do with the car running. I can't diagnose that. So car running, there is air coming out of there, which is my air conditioning fan. And also when you put it in, you can feel the relay click into action. That's the solenoid valve, whatever it is in there, clicking the relay. I have been told that just because it clicks doesn't mean that the relay itself is actually working. It means it's operating properly, but it might not actually, still might be broken inside. So if I get this one, which I think is dodgy, put it in, I can feel that clicking as well. That's clicking as I put it down. If I walk around, which means it's sort of going, please run the fan, come here, nothing. So even though the solenoid's engaging, it's not connecting the power to the fan. So if I come back here, take that out again, put in the broken one, I put in the good one, hear a click. Yep, hear that, can't even hear that. Anyway, that's clicking, I put that in, put it down, come around here. Fan is working, so even though this relay appears to be working, it's not. Now you can test it with multimeters and stuff, but even so, this is a faulty relay. So now, moving this one to my oil cooler, I'm going to see if it operates like it should. That fan is on, right? That fan is running. Put in this one. No fan, and that is why partially my car is overheating. Put that back on. Car is cooling. Temperature temperature is slightly high, so that's cooling it down. If I sit that steady, hopefully we can watch it come down. Still sitting. That is very slow. You can see there's a little dirt mark halfway along the gauge, and it's slowly appearing. So yeah, that's cooling it down. Right, so I can hear the fan, I can feel the fan going, I think at low speed under there. And it seems to be sort of maintaining my temperature at, I'll say 9 o'clock. Okay, so it's off now. And the temp is at 9 o'clock. So it looks like when it gets a little bit above 9 o'clock, so it's off now, that temp should go up slightly and then it should kick in again. So let's wait a couple of minutes and then I will see if it kicks in again. Oh, it's already kicked in. So it looks like it's sort of set there to maintain it at the 9 o'clock level. So if I'm driving and I'm sitting there, and I have heard between where the temperature gauge is sitting there, those two lines, Pelican part setting between there is normal operating temperature. So I might pull it out and let it get a little bit hotter and see if the high fan kicks in. So I've just pulled it out and I'm just going to let that temperature rise a bit and see what happens when I plug it back in. Alright, so that temp's getting a little bit up where I'm not comfortable where it's going to, so it's not quite as bad as it looks on the angle I've got it at. Depends what angle you look. Oh look, it's really cold. Oh, it's really hot, but it's starting to edge up above 9 o'clock. So I'm going to chuck the relay back in and see if high fan comes on. Let's go for a walk. It may not be hot enough for the hot fan to come on again, but shuttering. Yep, that is high fan. The high fan's come on. You can sit here and literally, it's not quite that high, it's the angle I've got it on, but if we watch that, see if that temp comes down a little bit. It's coming down, getting closer to the 9 o'clock level. Going to go back out to the fan. Alright, the low fan's on now, that's not high. And I reckon if I sit here long enough, that'll cut out when it gets to about 9 o'clock. So it's getting down to that. That light, warning light keeps coming on because I keep leaning on the handbrake and sort of disengaging. So that's near 9 o'clock. It's still blowing. Still blowing. I'm sort of confident enough it'll cut out by the time I sit here and not waste your guys' time watching me with my hand under the car. Come on, baby. Bloody hot though, I tell you. I think this is why my temperature's been creeping up, because I've had a faulty relay. Which it's clicking and appears to be working, but it's not. Alright, I'm not cutting out yet. Check the temp. Coming right down now. Coming down halfway. And that's off. And I hadn't paused that video then, so